we own Keyword Monster. And we're all like,
everybody went crazy.
we're all like,
we're number one.
I got work to do. Why are you telling me this stupid shit?
And then the next question was, how many searches are done like that in AOL?
Yeah. And how much money did you spend that you could have given to us?
Yeah. But I bet you went to every customer and prospect and told them that, and they're like, oh, awesome. We'll buy a job posting.
Dude, at that point, I was still trying to teach them what the internet was. So, if they weren't on AOL, it didn't matter. Yeah.
Oh my God, we are so old, Chad.
Get on,
Ancient
good
Gen
punk
Xers.
kids.
There might be a wee problem, boys.
Hide your kids. Lock the doors. You're listening to HR's most dangerous podcast. Chad Sowash and Joel Cheeseman are here to punch the recruiting industry right where it hurts. Complete with breaking news, brash opinion, and loads of snark. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for the Chad and Cheese Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Stop, collaborate, and listen, boys and girls. This is the Chad and Cheese Podcast. I'm your co-host, Joel Gordie Howe Cheeseman.
This is Chad Coelho Mao Sowash.
Whoa. And this is Maureen, a.k.a. Mo. The Seahawks saved 2026. Wiley Clough.
And on this episode of HR's Most Dangerous Podcast, Workday says goodbye, Recruit says konnichiwa, and France says fuck a you. Let's do this.
Done. I think we'll cover speed and hiring.
Did somebody say speed? Then buckle up, boys. You're about to learn how to hire fast.
Who is that?
Vetty Betty from Vetty, the hiring acceleration platform. Come on, man, keep up. What's up, Betty?
Hey, Chad. Vetty makes high compliance hiring easy. Background checks, licensing verifications, and health screenings, all in one place. Real-time updates, no red tape, and no delays. Hiring managers can move fast, stay smooth, and close the deal.
So they just sit back and watch. Hell, I could watch this all day.
That's right. Relax, enjoy the view, and don't lose the hire. It's that simple. With Vetty, it's all taken care of before they can even catch their breath.
Best lesson ever.
Class dismissed, boys. Vetty. Hiring as it should be. Visit vetty.co to learn more.
That's about the only French I know. And it was taught to me by my brother-in-law in French. French Canadian. Yeah.
Wow.
So, what's up, everybody?
Well, Mo is on cloud
on her
9.
Victory hangover.
I think she's calling a win in 2026 a little early, but okay.
Hey, we didn't need
How
even
are you not
that.
wearing
we could
the
have
Sam
had something.
Darnold jersey?
We know what's so sad is I don't have any of my gear here at my cabin. So I didn't even get to watch the Seahawks Super Bowl repping my company. I mean, repping my crew, which sucked. But
you got to watch it.
I got to watch it, yes. And it was amazing. In fact, I made a really huge mistake, though. I have to tell you, my siblings went down to California and actually saw it in person. And I was like, it just sounds like a lot of traveling. And
first world problems.
I'm up 5K, so at least there's that. But yeah, and you get kind of like better views from the TV. But anyway, it was so awesome. And it did so much to heal my broken heart after the Mariners season just to see this happen. And so good for the city of Seattle. And there's going to be a massive parade today. 750,000 people are expected.
And yet you're here. And yet
I'm here. I'm here because you guys, I take my commitments seriously. I take my commitments to the Chad and Cheese show very seriously. So yeah, but I'm very happy. And yes, it's a huge win for 2026.
Setting the bar right there.
Two
my
guys
condolences to JT.
Who will never perform at the halftime show, by the way. Two guys.
Dude, it didn't start till 11:30 here. We had my buddy's apartment was full. We had hot wings. We had beer.
So you did it up?
Oh yeah, I didn't go to bed till after 3, but it was for you. I love a good defense, and there were two good defenses out there. There was a great defense out there. It was good, and then obviously the Patriots had a really good defense. And then I love me some Bad Bunny. I do love me some Bad Bunny. Latin music always brings back great memories for me. As I lived in Panama for a little while, visiting Puerto Rico, spending time in Miami. I mean, great people, great food, great music. I had a blast. I loved it.
I loved it
too. So you're not agreeing with the pushback from the other side on this one, I assume, Chad.
I don't understand the pushback. I mean, it's weird to me.
It's so absurd.
Kid Rock. Hot Latinas will save the world, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know how anyone can watch just the sexiness of that halftime show and not think like, this is awesome. This is amazing. I love it.
Hey, Pappy.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I was lucky enough. Literally the first Puerto Rican I ever met, growing up in Mansfield, Ohio, in North Central Ohio, was not exposed to Latin music, Latin food, Latin people. No, go figure. Why? Because they all look like me, white people. I went to AIT, which was right after basic training, and one of my roommates was Pedro Betancourt from Puerto Rico, and dude was amazing. Spent 14 weeks with him. He could barely speak English. By the time he was done, I spoke a little bit of Spanish. He spoke a lot more English because there are a lot more English speakers around him. But we had a great time. Had a great time. And then obviously, like I said, spending time down in Panama, the culture, the food. I mean, I just loved it. So, I mean, that kind of music in that halftime show. And have you ever been to Puerto Rico?
I have.
Nope.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
beautiful.
I mean, it's cool. Just as long as, there's no hurricanes or shit like that. It's old San Juan is fucking amazing. I mean, it was really cool. It was really cool. So I just think a lot of those people who are pushing back, number one, they don't understand that, more culture is good. Number one. And number two, the NFL is a fucking private company. What are they trying to do? They're trying to expand base. And you're looking at 600 million Spanish speakers worldwide.
Demographics is destiny, right? Demographics is destiny, and that's where the world's going.
It's too easy.
If this whole Epstein shit has taught me anything, it's that there's a line in Wall Street where Gordon Gekko says, "Look, you're either on the inside or the outside," and I'm convinced there's a lot of rich fuckers on the inside that want everyone on the outside to hate each other, to fight each other, to argue each other, to like just look over here. Don't look at the shit that we're doing. So I'm just kind of over fight everybody, political division. Like it's all jazz hands for the rich to stay rich and do apparently really bad shit to people.
Really bad shit.
That's what Epstein has taught me. It's just it's gross, obviously, but there's clearly a bucket of people that we don't relate to that are either making the rules, doing all the shit, and we're not part of that. They want us to keep fighting. If you had two yachts and one guy was black and one was white, I bet there's no racism. It's two rich people. Like that's the difference between like them and us. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk, everybody. Appreciate it. How about the commercials? Did you guys like any commercials?
It was too loud at the party where I was to hear a single commercial, but I did see the one before. Yeah, I saw some. Yeah, it was a raucous party. But yeah, I need to actually go. That's on my to-do list is to go and actually rewatch those commercials because I just missed out on all of them. The one that I did see was some crypto one that had the lyrics to Everybody from Backstreet, and I was
Coinbase
holding myself back from singing, which was kind of funny. But other than that, I was like, this is the most worthless. What are they trying to get from the I didn't understand it. Maybe it just went over my head.
But
karaoke. Every millennial was like,
I'm aged out of the karaoke ad. It was not for me. I was like, the music's too low. I don't get it. And my wife's like, no, it's supposed to be so people can sing. It's karaoke. I'm like, I didn't get it.
I didn't get it either. But I was actually moved to do just that. I was moved to sing, and I did keep it together because it was was loud, but it wasn't that loud, right?
Yep. Chad, did you like the Duncan Good Will Hunting inspired ad?
Man, there's a lot of AI happening these days. Jesus. It was okay. I mean, it was just okay. My favorite was the Claude ad, Moe's, I think probably favorite ads. The favorite one that I had though was the one where the guy's talking about trying to reconnect with his mom, I think it was.
Yep.
And the ChatGPT is coming back to him and saying, well, you can try X, Y, and Z. And if that doesn't work, well, we've got this 50 plus dating site where you can find, older women. And that's Claude, no ads or whatever it was. But that was fucking funny.
So funny.
Here at the Chad G's podcast, one thing that we love is obviously you watching, but also like and subscribe.
The other one no one liked the tight end ad, and I kind of liked it.
I didn't see it.
You just like looking at butts.
The cancer screening.
Oh man, it does sound like that.
I thought it was clever.
No
one's talking about the rippling
reference.
ad, by the way.
Go.
Like
there was a rippling ad. I didn't even see it. Wow.
Yeah,
the one that got me was the Ring ad. Did you guys see the Ring ad where they're like, "Help find lost dogs," and I'm like, "This is not at all
the
about
dog finder
pulling the wool over all of our
cool.
eyes." And
Big Brother,
it's mass surveillance, right? Exactly. Like,
it's
don't tell me that you're doing
baby.
Exactly. I was like, God, we're not. Come on, we see through that.
You guys, man, like every pair of Meta is recording everybody, and every Ring camera is recording everybody. Let's save some dogs,
privacy.
Man. That's okay.
There's
God. Yeah.
So performative.
That's how they get you. It's a slippery fucking slope. You ask Will Smith and Gene Hackman. Well, Gene Hackman's gone. But
did the Lay's commercial with the daughter and the farmer guy, the father, get you, Chad, or no?
Oh yeah, where she's planting potatoes. Yeah, it's just like, I love it, especially at the end. When he pulls down his visor and there's the picture that she. It's just that's good stuff.
Every young woman just wants to take over the potato farm from their dad. That's whatever
that is my
that
aspiration.
Is happening all over the place.
Actually, increasingly so. That does sound lovely. Yeah.
Does it?
Yeah.
Lace potatoes.
Sure.
By the way,
why not?
Yeah. All these farms are factory farms. Like, don't let the red barn and the Labrador fool you.
Fair enough.
Don't let him fool you. Okay, shout outs. Jesus.
Can we do some? Are we sure we're done with the Super Bowl? I mean, these are.
Well, no, Mo's got a shout out.
I mean, I'm not done with the Super Bowl. That's my shout out. The Seahawks. Come on, it's just got to be the Seahawks. I mean, it was so awesome to see them come through. And the thing that I laughed so hard at was that the kicker wasn't even the MVP, and he had more points. The kicker alone. More points than the Patriots. I saw this amazing
17-13.
Exactly. It was like Seahawks kicker 17, Patriots 13. And it was, incredible. So hilarious. But yeah, he's the unsung hero for sure. But yeah, I thought it was a really, actually, I'm going to go ahead and be honest on this one. I didn't think it was the most exciting football game I've ever seen, but I frankly don't care because we won, and that's all that matters. But yeah, it was
all that matters.
It's awesome. I'm so happy Seattle is something to smile about. I mean, 2026, we got to take what we can get. So I'm pumped.
So Chad, you were at our draft party not so long ago. The draft that Sam Darnold was in, and I think you probably recall me having Sam at the top of my list.
Mm-hmm.
And so for me, it's a little bit of redemption that back 8 years ago or whenever it was, that he would have been my first pick. That he's the only one of that class, Baker and Josh Allen, that has a Super Bowl appearance and a Super Bowl win. So,
and Lamar,
a little bit of shout out to hasn't been to a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Lamar hasn't.
Yeah,
so he's the first one. So Sam Darnold, little shout out from me. I'll get in there.
Sam Darnold,
he did a great job. Doesn't let the noise get to him. Just performs. Just goes out and grinds. Good dude. I love that he got cut from 4 teams and then just went.
Bad to be a Vikings fan. It's bad to be a Vikings fan having let him go.
We
JJ McCarthy, everybody. That's where it's at. That's where it's going.
We talked about that earlier.
And Jody
in the year.
Allen.
He was on fire. It made no sense. Anyway. So on to my shout out. So questions first. Joel, have you ever protested something? I mean, maybe smaller servings at your local Chipotle or something like that.
My earliest memory of boycotting and protest was when my mom put broccoli on my plate, and I think I protested for a week because of that. So that's my earliest memory of protesting. So I have a long history, Chad, of fighting the power, if you will. The power.
That's amazing. What about you, Mo? You're there in Seattle. I mean, known for the protests up in Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Grab a flannel and let's protest.
I have not really been a part of it, if I'm honest. And I say that with a little bit of shame. So I'm looking forward to getting on board with some of these ideas.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now.
Around.
Some people march, some people tweet, But my shout out goes to Scott Galloway. You might know him as Prof G.
Love him.
Let's listen to what he has to say.
Today, the Trump administration is escalating ICE enforcement. That's disappointing. Even worse news, it's with the help of corporations that provide the data, infrastructure, and logistics to make it all possible. That's why resist and unsubscribe isn't a protest, it's an economic strike. A temporary, coordinated pullback from consumer discretionary spending focused on where economic and political power is most concentrated, specifically tech and AI. That means pausing or canceling subscriptions from companies including Amazon, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Netflix, OpenAI, and more. We've built a website that makes it easy to maximize your impact. Go to resistandunsubscribe.com. Again, that's resistandunsubscribe.com and take action. The most radical action in a capitalist society is non-participation. If you agree with us, don't like and subscribe. Resist and unsubscribe. Thanks for your time.
Boom. So because of that, in Joel, we always say vote with your feet, vote with your wallet, right? Yeah. This is exactly what that is. You don't have to unsubscribe, but you can pause your subscriptions, right? Pause it for a few months, allow Amazon and Netflix and Claude and ChatGPT to feel a little bit of that pain. But shout out to resistandunsubscribe.com. We don't have to get out there in the streets. We can if we want to, but we don't have to. We can resist and unsubscribe.
I mean, look what happened with Disney. Remember back when Kimmel was suspended, everybody pulled away from Disney. And actually, I was I was about to protest. I was actually about to have the conversation with my husband, like, hey, dude, we gotta cancel Disney Plus because like our kids can survive, like however long it takes to get this guy back on the air in support of free speech. That fucking worked. It worked. So we have more power and we can't forget that. We have to work together on this stuff. So I love that shout out.
Fair enough. It would behoove me as well to mention that we have an election coming up in about 8 months or so. And real change is driven by voting kids. I recommend everyone go search whatever AI of your choice, find out where the most competitive congressional seats are coming up and give money to those candidates. If you want to make some real significant change, go campaign for those, volunteer for those campaigns. That's where some real change is definitely going to happen. I encourage you to do that in addition to canceling your Amazon Prime or whatever subscription.
Which we have done, by the way.
Very nice.
We'll survive it.
All right.
Nice.
All right, Chad. Well, I'm going to give a little bit of advice to the kids out there. Now, if you're a listener, you know times are tough. Times are tough. And we talk about the hustle. We talk about thinking outside the box, going the extra mile. And I saw a news story this week that really, really puts it into perspective, the kind of out of the box thinking some employees and past employees and people looking for work are doing out there. I was so impressed by this. Please take a look.
Didn't happen here, but it is definitely getting attention.
Police in Kinston say a former Little Caesars employee is facing multiple charges after allegedly breaking back into the restaurant not once, but twice. Kinston is about 4 hours east of Charlotte. Investigators say former employee Jonathan Hackett went into the store, made pizzas, sold them to customers, and kept the money.
Yes.
Officers didn't say whether he encountered other employees doing this during this time, but police say he did return later and tried to enter again while employees were inside, leading to a fight. Hackett was later taken to the hospital to be treated before being taken to the Lenore County Jail. He is now facing multiple felony charges.
Oh, boy.
It's impressive. It's bold.
Look. This guy should be CEO of Caesars, as far as I'm concerned. This guy he goes the extra mile. He thinks creatively, like make this guy CMO something. But I just shout out to this out of the box. I won't call him a job seeker, but enterprising young man,
hustler,
that found a way to hustle himself to some extra cash. I appreciate that. He should get a free T-shirt from Chad and Cheese.
He should
get a free T-shirt. He's got to know about that. Let's check in with our friend Stephen McGrath on how to do that.
Oh, I love that guy.
Hi everybody, it's me, Stephen McGrath, and I'm here to tell you all about how you can grab some free stuff from chadcheese.com. Now, you might be wondering why I'm sitting here topless, and the answer is really simple.
What?
Because I've not grabbed my free T-shirt from aaronapp@chadcheese.com yet. Let me fix that.
I think he needs more than one, apparently.
Right, that's better.
Poor guy.
So I'm sporting a slightly vintage model here, but of course there are new and updated designs every year. And those are super soft, breathable, and some might even say huggable.
Of course.
Now, what else can you get? Of course, you can get some craft beer. It's not just any regular rubbish beer. That's craft beer brought to you by the data geeks at Aspen Tech Labs. And if you're not into beer too much, then... Oh, 2 seconds. I'm just going to get that. Then you can always go for chicken cock, baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Not one, but 2 bottles of chicken cock from the lovely people at Proven Base. Now, you're not going to get any of this stuff unless you go to chadcheese.com/free and get yours today.
Oh, I love chicken cock. I do.
Shout out again to our new whiskey bourbon sponsor, Proven Base. We appreciate it.
He wasn't sure if it was Proven Base or Proven Base. That was funny. I like that. That's Scots, you know.
Yeah. They invented the language. No one there seems to speak it. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Topics!
All right. This has been a turbulent week for Workday, Chad. And their CEO stepped down, and Anil Busri, co-founder and current executive chair, returned as CEO, his 4th time in the role. 4th time is the term, saying it was a pivotal moment for the company. Wow. They also disclosed plans to cut about 2% of the workforce, or roughly 400 folks, following the 8% haircut from about a year ago. Oh, yeah. Wow. And the stock is down over 25% year to date. Chad, give us your hot take on the no good, rotten week at Workday.
Man, talk about a relief pitcher. Man, that guy's, he's there. So the big question is, why did this happen? It's simple, yet not so simple. I'm going to start with the simple part. Workday's stock has been punished over the last year, falling about 44% due to investor anxiety over the software sector's ability to monetize AI. To me, this is a SaaS knee-jerk reaction. Here are the numbers and what I like to call reality. Fiscal year 2025, last year, total revenue reached 8.45 billion USD, driven by 16.9, 17%, let's call it, increase in subscription revenue. The year before, 2024, total revenue was 7.25 billion, right? And it was a 16.78 increase from 2023. Over the last 2 years, Workday revenues have been over 32% of an increase. 32%. The stock market today is not reality. It's speculation at best. And investors wet their pants because SaaS is dead and AI rules. That ain't reality today. Refer to the aforementioned sales numbers I just went over, okay? How much profit does OpenAI, Perplexity, and Gemini have right now? Where's the cricket soundbite? Yeah, they have fucking none, right? Here's the not so simple part. This whole thing feels like the way that the US knee-jerked into EVs, electronic vehicles, right? Electric vehicles, without having charging infrastructure in place, instead of just selling the hell out of hybrid vehicles. Are hybrids great for the environment? No, but it's better than gasoline. Plus, you can't force a buyer to change its habits in the blink of an eye. So SaaS companies like Workday, Salesforce, and ServiceNow, and many others will be the hybrids that everybody keeps buying until the infrastructure and concepts are actually proven with full AI companies, right? And by that time, Workday, Salesforce, all those companies, they're going to become these full AI companies. But last but not least, the optics are even worse, as Workday just cut about 400 people, talking about layoffs, while giving Eschenbach, their last CEO, a $3.5 million golden parachute severance package. That's just the icing on the cake to his total comp in 2025, which was $26 million USD. Okay. So you're cutting loose 400 people. Now, I'm sure they got severance packages. Don't get me wrong. Right. But come on, man, the guy earns $26 million a year and then gets a $3.5 million kicker. It's just bad optics all around. So it's really hard on Workday because the market is treating them like shit, but it's all speculation. And Eschenbach gets kicked to the curb because you got all these fucking bedwetters that are out there.
We have the meat.
This is totally market driven. I can't believe what's happening to Salesforce, ServiceNow, Workday, Microsoft.
It shouldn't be.
I mean, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt on these companies is past emotional and algorithm. I mean, this is like COVID. Holy hell, is this the end of world of times kind of drop in these stocks? I
agree.
Yeah, I mean, we can debate about whether it's real or not. If AI is going to, if Claude is going to do all this shit for a company, I think we can all probably end up somewhere like, no, that isn't going to be the future. Maybe it's somewhere in the middle, but it's definitely not the end of Salesforce. I don't think anyone thinks that.
No.
But the market has said we're out. Like we're out of this. Yeah. And the only narrative that I can find that makes sense for these companies is they need to prove that they can integrate AI to restart growth for the future, like long-term future. All these companies that reported are doing great. They're doing great, but the market's saying like, we don't believe in the future. The future is screwed for you guys.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't have a CEO who's, let's call them colorful, a Benioff, the CEO at ServiceNow looks like every cocaine dealer in every 80s, action movie. Elon, of course, is Elon. Like if you can't tell a story that people will listen to and sort of be intrigued by, Land on the Mars, build robots, like whatever. If you can't get some diversion and attention, and clearly Workday was not doing that with co-CEOs. Who's the CEO? I don't know. He's not in the public eye. They brought this guy in, the stock went down. So clearly the market has said, okay, we're not convinced you guys can integrate AI. We're not convinced that this new 4-time CEO is the guy that's going to take you into that future. And they're getting hammered for it in the marketplace. The layoffs, I think, are just sort of a par for the course. Yeah, we have to lay off some people. Let's pick a number, 1 or 2. Let's go 2. Fuck it.
They're playing to the market.
What's that?
They're playing to the market.
Doing.
I mean, because when everybody,
the market's saying we don't believe it or we don't care.
I know.
So what's next? Like lay off some more people?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Probably.
The companies I've heard mentioned of companies that are SaaS that sort of get AI in a way that we like is like a Databricks. Zoom is doing pretty well still. So the companies are going to have to work really hard to improve the narrative and where they're going in the future. I think we all agree like that the Paradox acquisition, the companies that they've brought in for AI will help them get to where they need to go, but the market doesn't seem to be buying that either. This just seems like it's just rotten all around until these companies can prove to the market that we know AI and we're going to integrate it and grow at a rate that we hope that we will.
None of this is good news for workers either. And I think it's also interesting when you're looking at these layoffs to see actually who was impacted at the organization. And in this case, it sounds like it was a lot of customer support. We already know that Workday doesn't give a damn about user experience because you have to re-put your fucking whole resume back into the system after you upload your resume. But they're also signaling that they don't necessarily care about customer experience the way that they should in that situation. In my estimation, it's like, have you guys had experiences with only like automated customer support? Because I have, and it is so freaking miserable. And I hate that we're moving in this direction as a society to having these agentic experiences, these touchless experiences, it's completely inhuman experiences. And it just, to me, it signals that, of course, again, and we always knew this, right? Shareholder value creation is the only thing they care about. They don't care about the employees. They don't care about optics. Nope. They're paying their executives insane pay packages. Like this is how it's going. But when it comes to the humans impacted, I think that signals a little bit more what they care about as well. And I will say one thing that I was heartened by was the layoff did not make mention of AI as the reason behind what happened at Workday, because so many of them are AI washing their layoffs and just saying it to signal to investors that they're on the up and up with AI, which is total bullshit. But it's super concerning. I think we're going to see a lot more layoffs. I think people are going to be in a world of hurt. Like you said, it feels like a complete catastrophic meltdown about to happen. And I just hope that people are going into it with eyes wide open and reading the room because it's rough.
Well, I love the perspective of employees because who's going to go to work for any of these companies?
Right.
I mean, the stock options aren't exactly a lure to get you there. Who's going to stay at these companies if their options are worth shit? Like this could become a vicious cycle of we can't recruit anybody and everyone's leaving. And like, how are they going to, sort of adhere to the marketplace demands of get better at AI when we can't keep people and we can't recruit people?
Right. And I feel like employees are getting increasingly vocal. I know the other day, Mark Benioff allegedly said, Wired broke a story on this, actually, that Mark Benioff was at an international gathering of people from Salesforce. And he stood up, welcomed the international team, and then made a joke. Hey, ICE is watching you guys. And it's like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And so there is a huge contingent of Salesforce employees who are up in arms about this. And they're all over Mark to, make an apology and to, withdraw from any sort of engagement with ICE. And it's, I guess I say this because of the resist and unsubscribe being stuck in my head. Like people do actually have power. If all of those people at Salesforce walked out the door in protest, they'd be fucked. Like, I feel like we need to remember that we have that. And it's something that they can't take away from us. So it might be a little short-term pain. And it's risky. But I'm sorry, you're probably on a layoff list anyway at this point. So no one's safe.
By the way, Amazon's in the shitter too. Right in your backyard, Mo. These are two huge companies, stable companies that are falling off a cliff. And it's concerning.
Scary.
Well, and back to Workday, what the fuck? It's not real. The revenues are there. The subscriptions are there. They're. It's like Elon talking about back in 2015 that they're going to have fucking robo-taxis on the streets next year, right? It was all fucking bullshit. So it's like you have to have an elixir salesman as a CEO who's literally just spinning the bullshit, right? That's all they do is just spin the bullshit as opposed to what reality is. And that drives me crazy because, to be quite frank, Workday didn't do anything wrong here. They are making fucking money.
Yeah.
They're buying AI companies, but wait a minute. They're not flipping into AI monetization fast enough. Fuck you.
Yeah. Palantir CEO, Sideshow Bob, that's Christ. Another larger than life character.
Yeah.
Anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Dude,
that's a good one. Sideshow Bob, definitely.
All right, guys, if you like what you've heard, please give us a like, a follow, share us with your closest 100 friends. We will be right back.
So you posted a new job ad. Now you can sit back and wait for the applications to roll in, right? That's why we built JobPixel. Imagine showing candidates why your company is great with real people, real stories, and real culture. With JobPixel, it's not just another job ad. It's an invitation to something much bigger.
Video gives you a 3 times better response rate. So instead of chasing after candidates, they'll be coming to you.
And with a 34% boost in conversions, candidates aren't just looking, they're applying.
And if you're worried about people clicking away, don't be. Our videos reduce bounce rates by 25%. That means they're watching, they're engaged, and they're interested.
282% more engagement. Yeah, you're gonna need a bigger inbox.
Finding the right candidate is tough, but with JobPixel, it doesn't have to be. Show your company's authentic story, and the candidates will follow.
Let's make recruiting fun again, because honestly, it could use some help.
Do you want to see how JobPixel can save you time and money while achieving your KPIs? Schedule a demo today.
Recruit Holdings. Earnings revealed their HR tech segment, including Indeed and Glassdoor, saw an 8.9% revenue increase in their earnings report this week, driven by strong performance in America and Europe. A little bit more on Indeed. They launched an app with ChatGPT this week, allowing users to access job recommendations directly from the AI interface. This integration marks a shift in Indeed's partnership with OpenAI, moving from back-end collaboration to a user-facing product. Chad, your thoughts on the news out of Tokyo and Austin this week?
Yeah, I mean, Indeed's doing exactly what they plan to do. When jobs go down, prices go up, right? Because you can't go off the transaction. You can't go off the transaction. So it's interesting. And this is what you might as well call black box pricing. And this is what it looks like. The big message is that if you're an enterprise hiring company and you're using Indeed in this market, when there are tons of candidates available and you're not engaging candidates that you've already bought and paid for in your CRM and or ATS, just fucking fire yourself. What are you good for God's sakes? It's like in CMO who paid millions for leads and never gave them to the salespeople. I mean, you're fucking fired. So we've been talking about this for a while with their new engineering of sorts, their financial engineering of sorts. It's working. I mean, and good for them. But enterprise companies need to understand they're getting fucked over.
And 80% of them don't care, apparently.
And they don't.
20% would, but
they don't.
Indeed knew that 80%, you'll just keep taking it as we give it to you, no matter what.
Yeah. The OpenAI stuff, I mean, it feels so lazy. It feels much like when Google anointed Indeed with all the top search engine results starting back in the late aughts.
Yeah.
There was better content out there. There was more pure content out there. There were trusted sources that were out there, but they just went straight to Indeed because it was easy. It was one site, right? They could have easily just went directly to the corporate sites where the jobs were actually at, but they didn't do that. So this feels lazy. It feels easy. But I thought, okay, let me go to ChatGPT and let me play around a little bit. I didn't go to the app, but I went inside of ChatGPT and I did a search in Indiana for a sales position. And I received suggestions from Indeed, ZipRecruiter, and Built-In. I thought it was interesting that I got Built-In.
Wow.
So I responded back and I said, why aren't you serving jobs up from actual hiring companies? Indeed and ZipRecruiter force people to share their information. And then ChatGPT said this back to me, which really surprised me. You're right to push on that. Job boards like Indeed and ZipRecruiter are lead gen machines. They monetize candidate data. If you want jobs from actual hiring companies, the move is to go straight to the employer career pages and bypass the aggregators. So, and then it says, here are real companies hiring sales roles in Indiana right now. Apply directly on their sites. No job board gatekeeping.
Okay.
And then they had links to the actual career sites. And I thought, well, wow, that's interesting. That interaction tells me a lot. ChatGPT knows that there are jobs from specific companies. It knows the links from the career sites. Then I was on LinkedIn because I was kind of playing around to see what people are saying about it. And Ben Groves did a really good post on this. He's the founder over at Apply Call. And then I saw a comment from our friend Sam Fitzroy, founder and CEO of Dahlia. He's also a Chad and Cheese sponsor. Sam writes, quote, "Welp, you have OpenAI taking the Indeed CRO, Maggie Hulsey, about AI innovation in job search. Yes, the chief revenue officer of Indeed leading the charge here on innovation. Definitely not revenue." I think Sam's being a little sarcastic there. Anyways, back to the comment. It's not surprising that their ideas lack imagination, which is the key ingredient needed to harness the power and opportunity of AI. What a waste for job seekers, end quote. And Sam's right on all counts. This isn't just lazy. It's unimaginative, but what is it? It's a way for Indeed, but also for OpenAI and other powerful models to train off these data sets and interactions. So I don't know if this is a smart move for Indeed or not.
Was it the Chad?
The Chad was great.
Chad, I was hoping that you would give us a history lesson. So I'm gonna try to use it as you would give us. You were at OCC,
yes,
when the company announced that they were a sponsor of AOL. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when you search a job on AOL, OCC would come
Monster.
up, or maybe it was Monster. Sorry,
it was Monster. Yeah. Keyword Monster. Yeah.
Keyword Monster.
Yeah.
And then
that
the
was a
jobs
big
would
thing.
come up. Yeah. This is what I thought of when Indeed said, we're going to be integrated with ChatGPT. Because I still think ChatGPT is the new Netscape. I think it's not long for this world. So we may have a good laugh someday saying that what a stupid thing Indeed did to partner with ChatGPT.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I appreciate your job search. I did similarly. They actually served me up Simply Hired, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Wow.
I did the same on Gemini and Grok. I know you guys hate me for that, but that's okay.
Yeah,
I like my Nazi porn bars, just like every good American.
You and your AI glasses from Meta.
So Grok was Gemini was pretty good. It gave me career events that were scheduled in my area. It was good. And you got to think, it's going to be super easy for Gemini to plug in Google for Job stuff and just be like, do this way better than ChatGPT and Indeed do.
Yeah.
So will people search for jobs in this way? Sure. I still think if people can automate the job search thing, they're going to do it. They're going to have agents, whether it's AI apply or lazy apply.
It's a slog.
Yeah, so
I don't know what kind of growth we're going to see in actual human beings searching for jobs. It's like release the agents, let it do it 24/7 and let it apply for me. So in that world, this Indeed collaboration doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot. The agents are going to find those jobs anyway. And what I'm seeing from AI companies or agents companies that do this, they go directly to the job site. They don't do the whole job board LinkedIn thing. They find the real company and they apply right to the ATS, which is a bad future.
It's a risk for them.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, that's a bad future for the job sites. So
bye revenue.
I just thought it was kind of funny. It reminded me of your commentary about Monster and AOL and how cool that was back in the day. This may have a similar narrative in 10 years.
We had a whole meeting for that one thing, and I remember we all came into one room. And this is right when we did the transition from OCC and Monster Board to monster.com. And everybody's like, then there was one slide and it had AOL and it had the search bar and it had Monster in it. And it was like, we own keyword Monster. And we're all like,
everybody went crazy.
We're all like,
we're number one.
I got work to do. Why are you telling me this stupid shit?
And then the next question was, how many searches are done like that in AOL?
Yeah. And how much money did you spend that you could have given to us?
Yeah. But I bet you went to every customer and prospect and told them that. And they're like, oh, awesome. We'll buy a job posting.
Dude, at that point, I was still trying to teach them what the internet was. So, if they weren't on AOL, it didn't matter. Yeah.
Oh my God, we are so old, Chad.
Get on,
ancient Gen Xers.
Let's hear from someone younger about this whole integration with ChatGPT. Are you buying or selling this?
I mean, I'm definitely not buying this, but I have to say my favorite thing that Anthropic has ever done was shade ChatGPT, shade OpenAI so hard. Did you guys see that commercial? It dropped before the Super Bowl. It was epic. They basically were like, they had this whole scene play out, and then they were like, at the end of the scene, this woman in the scene started doing an ad, and then they basically came in and were like, hey, we're not going to do this to you. And the funniest part was they didn't even have to name OpenAI. It was obviously very implied. And if anyone was familiar with any of these AI tools, you knew exactly what was happening. It was this awesome moment. And Sam Altman went and like blew up on the internet and had all these tweets, and he sounded like such an idiot. It was unreal. It's like, do these people have zero PR training or media training? Like, he didn't even have to address it. It just, it blew my mind. But yeah, I mean, I'm not bullish on that tool whatsoever in any way, shape, or form for all the reasons that you've described. I mean, it's just, and I'm not bullish on OpenAI being one of the winners out of all of this. So.
It sounds like we're saying there's a chance. Indeed.
One in a million top, right?
Every time.
Totally.
All right, next up, guys, we have, we all know about the Eightfold lawsuit, but that may just be the tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the iceberg.
According to our friends at classaction.org, attorneys are investigating potential class action lawsuits against companies using AI for job screening and interviews, including some of the names that we know and love: HireVue, Workday, Greenhouse Lever, and Ashby, to name a few. They believe these companies may be violating the Fair Credit Reporting Act, or FCRA, as the kids call it, by providing consumer reports about job applicants without proper procedures. Looks like the sharks smell blood to me, Chad.
Ooh.
What are your thoughts?
So we taped an episode earlier this week that's going to come out next week that focuses on class action suits, and I'm going to tease you about it, but you get
tease.
This is
You're teasing me.
It's with an organization that literally leads class action lawsuits, and they said this is the tip of the iceberg. So get ready, kids. And I've been talking to Julie a lot about this, and really the lack of regulation leads to litigation. So when there's no rules, there's no guardrails, and that's exactly what this administration is calling for. People are going to want answers, which means they're going to get them in court. And this ain't corporation against corporation. It's the little guys. So they'll be banding together to create class action suits. Now on the vendor side, this comes straight from an article Julie wrote entitled Eightfold's Lawsuit. She writes, quote, "There are too many vendors influencing decision-making in hiring without transparency, without the opportunity for correction, and with the expectation that they are beyond being held accountable," end quote. So there are three things here for all of you to think about and to also plan for. Number one, candidates need to have transparency and control of their data. That's the big issue in this lawsuit. Black box is a problem unless you can prove real-time analytics and, more importantly, real-time audits. Yes, real-time audits. We've got the data, or at least pre-audit signals that shows whether you're going off course or not. You can do this. And then obviously vendors are going to be held accountable. So as you feel and think that everything's okay, don't do that. Always think that you're under the microscope. And again, what this all means, lack of regulation leads to litigation, which leads to my favorite Four Top song, Get Ready.
Oh, is that the song? Get Ready?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm waiting, man. I'm waiting.
Old man reference there.
Love me some Motown, man. Love me some Motown.
I think there's a gag reflex when we talk about lawsuits and legal shit, and people think, well, it doesn't impact me, or oh, that's just LinkedIn suing somebody else.
Yeah.
And, I mean, this has the chance of being huge.
Yeah.
So I won't ruin the interview, but think about your credit report. It tells your job, late on payments, everyone knows Credit Karma, or probably seen a credit report. What they are arguing is that all these AI tools that are ranking candidates with AI, they're doing it in a way that is blind, black box to the consumer. So the case is basically saying, you're using someone's data without their knowledge and maybe putting shit in there that isn't true, or stuff that is irrelevant or whatever. And the consumer has no way to see what is in that quote unquote consumer report, in this case, candidate report, I guess. So who in our space isn't doing some sort of AI matching, grading, something?
That's what I was going to ask.
Right. So now you have a situation where not only is just about every company in our space doing this, but everyone who's a customer of these businesses is using this stuff. How many applicants do you think these companies have had over the last 5 years?
Dude.
Millions.
I mean, Workday alone was hundreds of millions.
Well, Workday billions.
Hundreds of millions for Workday's case. Yeah.
If they market this thing well enough, and there's millions of people in a class action lawsuit against all these companies that we know and talk about on the show, it could be a really, really big deal. I mean,
everyone could get like 35 cents each. It would be awesome.
There might be like a Credit Karma thing where like, I'm going to see what every AI company, and do you have to standardize it because all the reports have to say the same thing?
Right.
Does every company have to publish what their algorithm is and what they're looking at? If that's really the case, then it's like everyone has to, I know you love this one, Gamo. Open the kimono, right, and show everybody what they're doing.
I trained you better, man.
I know.
Don't learn.
I didn't plan on that, Mo.
That's
but it
why
happened.
I'm here, Joel.
It happened, Mo. It happened. So it's like whose algorithm is shit, whose is actually kind of good, and then so it's like the water on the beach goes out, and we see who has a bathing suit on. I'll use that one as well, Mo. Like this could be a huge meteorite
Didn't know that one.
crash into our industry. So
yeah,
you don't, if you're listening, don't shelve this as just, another lawsuit that doesn't impact me. Like this could be very, very interesting as it plays out. I don't think this is just pay a few $1 million and make it go away. I think this could be a really, really big consumer play in America and have ripple effects all over the globe.
Yes.
I mean, I'm here for it. I don't want someone putting a dossier together about me without my knowledge. I mean, like you said, with credit reports, you can go and check it out. You see what's on there. You can go and contest things. You can take action. And this blind sort of situation is just, it's deeply unfair to applicants in a job market that's already hot trash. So like we need some protections and we need regulations. And this will, I believe very firmly that if we don't do this, we're going to continue to see this type of huge class action. I wanted to kind of ask you guys, I mean, at this point, like you sort of hinted at, Joel, I mean, do any companies in this space not use AI? Like, will this class action be against all companies with any sort of hiring?
Because I don't think it's just AI.
Imagine.
Yeah, I don't think it's just AI. I mean, you can go out and scrape data without AI.
Yeah.
And then enrich profiles. People have been doing that for years. The thing is now, I think AI literally is scaring the shit out of people, and they're like, "Oh shit, are they AIing us?" And then then
that's such a good point.
You're saying, "Wait a minute, there are processes that they have in place that if they do use AI per se, this could be incredibly impactful." And we're talking about actually impacting somebody's life because there could be invalid data in their quote unquote dossier or their profile or whatever you want to call it.
It is not a stretch to say if I apply for a mortgage or a credit card and I don't get it, that the company is required to tell me why.
Yes.
If I don't get a job because of whatever this algorithm or screening thing is telling you, then that's something wrong. Like I should be able to see, is there something wrong in it? Can I refute something? Yeah. None of that happens today. And it makes sense that people should be able to do that. Like some of the most impactful lawsuits are like people go, oh yeah, they should be able to see what this algorithm is telling the employer about them if they're not getting a job.
That totally makes sense. When it's systematized like this, I think it just heightens the concern for everybody. I mean, of course, since forever, we haven't been able to find out why we weren't picked for a job in most cases, right? We get ghosted or they give us some bullshit excuse for why we didn't get it. But in this case, when you have all these systems that are just baking in the bias and pulling things from who knows what, I mean, you just literally don't know. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad.
And by the way, this is
taking action.
This is all falling on their heads potentially as they're dealing with probably the same software valuation problems that Workday and Salesforce and everybody else is doing. I mean, if you think those companies are down 30-40%, what do you think Eightfold's value is to their investors?
Brutalized. Yeah. It's rough times. Like you said, it's kind of apocalyptic right now.
Rough times. I'm going to tie up my kimono and
zombies.
Oh God.
Please do.
Zombies.
Please do.
At Shaker Recruitment Marketing, our comprehensive services include branding, talent attraction, MarTech, and analytics, empowering you to achieve your recruitment marketing goals. We believe in doing things the right way, delivering the right message through the right activation, achieving the right conversion. For us, business is deeply personal. Our legacy is built on relationships. Together with our people, clients, and partners, we've been shaping the world of talent for over 70 years.
Vive la France. Did I say that right?
Hell yeah.
I think so.
Hell yeah.
France announced that its 2.5 million civil servants will phase out U.S. video conferencing tools like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, and GoToMeeting by 2027, switching to the domestic alternative Visio. The move aims to boost digital sovereignty, security, and confidentiality of government communications. They also raided the X offices, while the UK also investigates Grok. Chad, you know a little bit about dumping the U.S. What are your thoughts?
Oh, that hit home. We asked for this, dude. When you fuck with your customers, They stop buying your shit, right? and where does your GDP go when countries stop buying from you, right? Capitalism in the US is broken. We've been talking about that for a while now. It needs to be fixed. It desperately needs to be fixed. But this is about as far away from capitalism as you can go when you start pissing off your customers. Zoom, team, defense contracts, losing billions, not buying, F-35s or whatever, military instruments that we actually send their way, tourism, not buying flights, not buying hotels, local tourists, areas. I mean, all the money that's being lost, bourbon, hell, freaking Jim Beam shut down their main facility. Plus
everyone's resisting and unsubscribing.
It's fucking crazy. Yeah.
I don't resist and unsubscribe from alcohol.
Plus, as you're talking about, France and Spain are going after social media platforms. That's billions of dollars. Now, we have built the strongest country in the world off the cash flow of these other nations because they buy our shit. We're not talking about, we don't sell cheap Temu shit, right? We sell the really expensive shit. We sell fucking F-35s and, fucking big companies, right? And we do the big shit. So when countries say, we're not going to buy from you anymore, we're doing this to ourselves. And that fucking pisses me off. That's not capitalism.
It hurts American workers too. I mean, that's going to have a lot. It's going to be very painful. Very painful time.
You done messed up, Aaron!
Bastards.
I mean, I think this all sounds good and makes great headlines.
Sure does.
I quote Warren Buffett, who says, countries that do well what they do well should keep doing the things they do well and let other countries do what they do well, keep doing that. Like, we're not going to make Vizio? Scotch in America. We're not going to make high fashion
we're not
in
allowed.
Toledo. I mean, look,
Toledo.
I don't know this Vizio company. Maybe they're
maybe
great.
It's not half bad. You don't know.
I know historically, like the Yugo wasn't a great car. I know Nokia doesn't make phones anymore. So if it works, great. I think it's just very wishful thinking that we can just throw out all the American tech, which I would argue is top tier in the world, for like a homemade Joey bag of donuts, Teams meeting copycat. I don't know.
Well try,
maybe it'll work. I think it's a stretch.
Signal. It's sending a signal.
I didn't own a La Car in the 80s because it was a piece of shit.
If you remember, Kia was a piece of shit, right? When it first came out from South Korea. You take a look at Kia now, they put out some really nice fucking cars. So we're seeing the globe catching up to us. You take a look at China. We say that they stole our IP. No, we actually gave it to them because we wanted millions and millions of people to buy our shit over there, right? So to say that we have the best shit in the world, the gap has closed. If not being closed, it's been closing. So I'm not sure. I think they're just going to go to China for some of that shit.
All right. A lot of this shit sounds good.
It sucks.
The whole second tier countries are going to unite together. That all sounds good. It's
fascinating.
It's hard to do.
But not only are they doing all this stuff, guys, did you know they're also like actively trying to recruit laid off and burnt out corporate American workers?
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Yes, it is amazing. I did a video on how Denmark has this program. It went completely viral. Denmark is literally asking people to come over because they are burnt out. They created this whole program called the Friend Recruiter program. There we go. I was on the tip of the tongue. Friend Recruiter program. And they had even a playlist that was like from burnout to balance. And they were shading corporate America and our work culture and pulling people over. Now, of course, there are only so many positions that they actually will actively recruit people and give foreign visas because they want, of course, those to be specialized positions that they can't recruit from within for. But they're shading us. So they're dumping our stuff. They're trying to pilfer our workers and pull them over. There's this corporate brain drain coming from corporate America. And I think the shade is very much deserved. And I kind of love to see it. I got to admit it. Not only that, but what's happening with the Grok situation? I mean, we're embedding it in our freaking Department of War, and they're actually investigating and raiding offices and holding their feet to the fucking fire for what they have done, the harmful images that they have made possible. They're complicit in everything, if not proactively making it possible, right? And it's refreshing to see a country give a damn and actually do the right thing. So let's hope that creates a wildfire effect and that we see more accountability, because I'm done reading about these horrific things and seeing absolutely positively nothing happen. So go Europe.
Guys, you know what never fails in quality?
Your dad joke?
My dad jokes. It's my dad jokes. Accepted all over the world, by the way. Accepted all over the world. Guys, Valentine's Day is coming up. Let's feel some love, shall we?
Holiday.
What is Cupid's favorite band? What is Cupid's favorite band? Kiss.
Oh, okay. That was cute. I approve that one.
Resist and unsubscribe, everybody. We out.
Thank you for listening to, what's it called? A podcast. The Chad. The Cheese. Brilliant. They talk about recruiting. They talk about technology. But most of all, they talk about nothing. Just a lot of shout outs of people you don't even know. And yet you're listening. It's incredible. And not one word about cheese. Not one. Cheddar. Blue. Nacho. Pepper Jack. Swiss. So many cheeses and not one word. So weird. Anywho, be sure to subscribe today on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. That way you won't miss an episode. And while you're at it, visit www.chatcheese.com. Just don't expect to find any recipes for grilled cheese. It's so weird. We out!